Rapper P. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, has been arrested after allegedly attacking his son's football coach with a kettlebell. He's been charged with a count of assault with a deadly weapon after the incident at the University of California, Los Angeles, although it's believed no one was seriously injured. The 45-year-old was held at the jail on the West LA College campus on Monday, with authorities then moving him to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. It's reported that P. Diddy, who's also known as Puff Daddy, was involved in an argument with a football team coach at the UCLA athletic facility. His son, Justin Combs, is on the college football team there on a scholarship. Celebrity website TMZ cited unnamed sources who claimed Sean confronted his son's coach after seeing him shout at him during a strength and conditioning session. Representatives of the rapper and businessman, who's thought to be worth around $60 million, said they would not comment until all the facts are out. Police are now continuing to investigate the alleged assault. This isn't the first time Combs has encountered a problem with the law. He was previously arrested for a weapon violation and a suspended driver's licence.
The Lord will want to come up with a title for this lesson, but right now P. Diddy's pretty much getting shitted on, and ultimately this is the judgment, coming from the Heavenly Father, because, before he brings destruction, he brings the humiliation, and one thing about Diddy is that he's getting humiliated by the same industry that he's been working for a very long time. He got built up in the industry, and of course, like, what it is, before you get certain level of fame in the industry, you have to get humiliated before you get honored, right? But the only thing about the whole getting honored on the left hand side is like, it's not worth it in the end, because after that, it's like you're still gonna get brought down anyway, because that's just gifts and blessings given to you by Satan, by the spiritual demon Satan, and by the physical counterpart of spiritual demon Satan, which is Esau. So with that being said, those blessings are temporary. Yeah, in the eyes of many, while you're at your fame, you seem to be very prosperous. Everybody want to be like you. And that's just only for a short amount of time. Now you see, when it's coming to, waiting on the Heavenly Father to give you that glory and that fame and those riches, that's going to be eternal, and that's going to last forever. So other than that, I'm just going to get into the article. It says Prince Harry named in $30 million Sean Diddy Combs sexual assault lawsuit. It says the billionaire rapper is facing 4 lawsuits alleging sex trafficking and abuse. So it says the Duke of Sussex has been named in a $30 million, which is 24 million pounds, lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, in which the rapper is accused of sex trafficking and sexual abuse. Combs, who faces a litany of sexual assault allegations, is said to have drawn guests to his infamous parties through his VIP associations with celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry, according to a legal notice. The 73-page lawsuit was filed last month by record producer Rodney Jones and accuses the billionaire of being a serial sex abuser. It says, there is no suggestions of any wrongdoing by the prince, and his name is only mentioned once in the documents as an example of a well-known celebrity associate of Combs. Both Harry and his brother Prince William were pictured with Combs and Kanye West in 2007, after the musicians performed in the concert for Diana at Wembley Stadium. In his lawsuit, Mr. Jones accuses Combs of sexually assaulting him and claims that he threw parties attended by sex workers and underage girls. He also alleges that Combs coerced him to solicit prostitutes and pressured him to have sex with them. The 54-year-old media mogul has denied the claims, which he described as pure fiction. Combs is also facing lawsuits from 3 other women, while 2 of his properties in Miami and Los Angeles were searched by federal agents on Monday as part of the ongoing investigation. U.S. Homeland Security investigation in New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an investigation with assistance from HSI Long Island, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. In November last year, Combs was sued by his former girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie, who alleged she had been raped, plied with drugs, and assaulted by Combs over a 10-year period. The suit was settled the next day, but the 3 other lawsuits followed over the next month, alleging that he had sexually abused the claimants or participated in revenge pornography against them. In a statement in December, he described the claims as sickening and said his accusers were looking for a quick payday. And let me be absolutely clear, in quotation, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, he said. Also known as P. Diddy and Puff Daddy, Combs is one of the most influential hip-hop producers and executives of the 21st century, and has previously worked with artists including Usher, Notorious Big, and Mary J. Blige. So this is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 3. It says, "Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. But thou set thine eyes upon that which is not. For riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven." Right, because whatever riches that you see on this side, it's like, it's just temporary. And it's not really truly yours. Because at the end of the day, it's like, no matter how long you are in this industry, see the Lord coming back. And, even before his return, it's like, he's not going to push the MOTB. And a lot of people are going to want to take it anyway, just to keep their riches. But even then, it's like, eventually, the Lord's going to have it to where, he's going to take Esau out of rulership, and when he do so, people that invest so much into this world, you're going to lose all the riches that you have, because all those riches are going to be translated, it's going to go to Yasharahla and his elect, whatever riches that you got. So this is the reason why it's best to wait on the Lord, for him to pretty much put you in a high place. We're not trying to work our way of being rich on the side and going as far as like selling our soul to make it to that level. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna lose it all. And look how much wickedness that he's been doing for decades. He thought he was a shit in the industry because he get away with certain murder. He get away with doing certain crimes, setting people up. Having all type of parties with underage, women in the parties, doing all type of heinous acts. This man was running around like a damn Edomite. He was like a, what you would call maybe a black Jeffrey Epstein, I'll say, in a way. And the thing is, it's like, all the wickedness that you do, you're still looked at by these Edomites, these upper echelon Edomites, as a nigga, even though you're a billionaire. And it's like, no matter how much money you got, they still look at you like you're inferior. You feel me? And this mainly all happened because of the fact that he tried to sue Diageo, some type of liquor industry, that pretty much represents like multiple companies that sell alcohol. He tried to sue them for discrimination, so that's why all these allegations coming out against him. because he tried to go after, higher ups. And you see, that's some shit that he did that was completely out of your power. Because now it's like, look what they're doing to you now. Now they're exposing you for all the shit that you've done. All your allegations coming out. And it's all up the hand of the Father anyway. There's just certain things that you can't do to Esau, and that Esau pretty much could do to you, And when it's coming to this nigga Diddy, it's like, he did a lot of crazy shit in the industry. And the crazy thing is, a lot of celebrities are really coming out, like celebrities that you would have never thought that actually got violated by this guy Diddy. They're starting to come out and speak against this nigga for what he did. And that's another thing too, when Hollywood goes as far as defaming popular figures that been in the game for a while. They start when they defame them, you got people that was working under them that go as far as pretty much shedding the light on all the shit they had to go through, dealing with that particular person that's being defamed, that was their manager or whatever the case is. They start going as far as like exposing all the dirty acts that that person did, behind closed doors. I feel like in this case, this is worse than what Bill Cosby was going through. And it says, verse 5, "Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle toward heaven." Verse 6, "Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee." Right? So no matter what, it's like, this devil, Esau, his mind is not with you, and you being in this industry doing all this type of wickedness just to pretty much get a good status of being wealthy, that's only for a short amount of time that you're going to enjoy that wealth. Some people have been in the industry and they can't even enjoy, let's say, a decade of their riches. You know what I'm saying? Some people get in the industry, in a few years they end up dying. And even if you live out, like, let's say, some decades to enjoy your riches, like for example, like this nigga Diddy, and then even Jay-Z himself. Jay-Z didn't go down yet, but of course he's next. But only the Lord knows, like, all the shit that these guys have done. Like, what I'm saying, like, the Lord has all the accounts of what they done. And they're definitely gonna have to get hit with the missiles, because for them to be on such a high level like this, considered as a billionaire, and plus it's like, when you hear rap, when you think of a rapper, a hip hop artist or so, the first thing that comes to your mind are those guys, which will be P. Diddy and Jay-Z. So they're gonna have a lot to pay for in the end. And it says, First Timothy chapter 6 verse 9, "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet it after they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Right? So, in the industry, there's a thing where they call it casting couch, where of course, like, they gotta get penetrated, just to basically go as far as getting up there in the industry. They gotta do all these gay acts, be a part of these sex orgies. They gotta do all type of level of wickedness just to get up there. And another beautiful precept would be, Isaiah chapter let me see, it's 28 in verse 18. It says, "And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, and ye shall be trodden down by it." Exactly. And you see, the thing is that there's going to be a point in time where the Most High, eventually, he's just going to go as far as bringing all you people that are in that industry. He's going to bring all y'all down, whether you be a Jake or whether you be a heathen. And the thing is that, that's the problem when it's coming to selling your soul to the devil. You see, when you serve Satan, it's like, this is the price that comes with it. That's money that you gotta pay back. All them riches you're gonna eventually pay back. It comes with a price. You see? That's actually like blood money because of the fact that you have to be a partaker of these rituals that involve child sacrifice. You gotta be part of the blood sacrifice rituals, things of that nature. It's like, this is all the shit that comes with it. I'll just bring up these last two precepts from Proverbs. Let me start at chapter 11, verse 4, and it says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." Right. So, all the riches that, anybody has can't, profit you, from the wrath of the Lord. And in this sense, it cannot profit you when the Most High is finna, bring you down in that day. The Lord is all about exalting people and bringing them down low eventually. Especially if he exalted you on the left-hand side, because, that's not a trusted side anyway to be running to try to seek wealth and fame. That's just temporary. And this is going to be verse let me see, verse 21. It says, "Though a hand join a hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." So yeah, of course the main wicked is talking about, Esau, Edom. But even amongst the wicked, you got, those that Esau has set up on the left-hand side, such as celebrities, entertainers, things of that nature. He set up a lot of people, even of our people on the left-hand side, to be famous. And with that being said, Esau, he has made and exalted our people on, that went through that industry to be on a high level, after signing a certain record deal in the music industry. And eventually, they regret doing those things afterwards, especially when they have all these allegations coming out against them. See, you thought you escaped the curses because you got, wealthy, that you got so rich. But eventually the Lord gonna bring the curses on you twofold, So that's it on that. With that, I'd like to say, call on Allah, Yahweh, Bashmi, Ashar, Bashmukakadash, Subhanahu Subhanahu, Ellsbury, Millstone, peace out to you, Shalom.